And good morning, people. Welcome back to Alundra. Last time we found out a few things. We had we got a few items, and we found out that Lutus was saved by Ronan. And after a talk with Meia, it's agreed that it's to prevent the Holy Sword from being born. So we can't defeat Melzus with it. Bit of a problem there. But now Meia wants to go and destroy the statue in the sanctuary, so seems like a good idea, so let's go and see her. And there she is, waiting for us. Well, it could be dangerous, so yeah, but you seem pretty capable of defending yourself as well. Anyway. And there's Ronan. Now he hasn't moved the pedestal back, so it's completely open to us if we could get past him. But we can't at the moment. Can you now, Meia? Well, it is definitely down there. We have seen it, so... And Meia's trying to lie a lot because she doesn't feel that way at all. And Ronan sees right through it. And we're not really going to get a chance to get past him, are we? There is a good reason why he's holding his ground. But it also sort of backfires that we don't get to it because, yeah, everyone knows about the statue in the basement and they pray to it. So we can't destroy it. So it's a good thing that we don't, because then it would put us in a bad light with the villagers without doing it with a reason. The only one that does know is Septimus. Anyway, it's not even close to being over. No, it isn't. We will get to it eventually. We've just got to find a way of proving that it is the cause of all the things happening to the village. And that's a creepy laugh. Yeah, Ronan is the murderer, apparently. Yeah, I think that's for Sybil, but there are a few issues that come up later that you will not, we will get to. Believes the target will be someone near me, near to Alundra, so we need to protect everyone. And the two most pertinent, Septimus and Jess. And we have to go and protect them, so she's off to see Septimus and stick with him, and my duty is with Jess. First up, just going to have a quick chat to Septimus, and Meia should be in here as well. Yep, there she is. So, hopefully they'll be okay with the two of them there. And we've got to go and talk to Jess and make him aware of the situation. So let's go do that. No, that's it. It has been very tiring, so might be good to relax one night, even though this isn't really the time for it. However, we cannot continue the game until we go up and have a rest. I think you can all see where this is going. And Jess comes up to us. Making sure we were asleep. And he's gone. There it is. Yeah. Alundra has been running around the entire area and is exhausted. He's been doing a lot of work over the last few days and going into people's dreams, running around dungeons, and he just falls asleep. Sometimes happens when you're that busy. However, he sleeps through the night, and we know Jess has gone. And a bit of over dramatic acting just coming up now with Meia here. But yeah. Jess is dead. The one person that has helped us throughout this game more than anyone else. Jess. This is probably the death that will hit Alundra the hardest out of everyone. Because Jess has been with us since we got off the boat. He found us, he nursed us back to health. And everything we've been doing is from his house. And in this little section, I like to believe that Alundra is just staring over at Ronan without taking his eyes off it, because he doesn't move, he just stands there. Everyone's paying their respects. Jess was probably the most liked of all the villagers in Inua. I think he was probably one of the oldest as well, so he's probably looked up to as a father figure to everyone, and was definitely a good friend of Beaumont's. Just Meia left. However, she cannot pray to it because, or pay her respects because it mails us. She can't open her mind to that. And it's just us and Ronan left. And this is one of the parts that I really, really hate Ronan. Even more than I did it even before this. During my first playthrough of the game I didn't like him before this point, and this just really made me dislike him. He accuses us of killing Jess by doing our adventure on trying to destroy the evil. And Jess has been willingly helping us through that. We'll get a bit more into that in just a moment, because we're just about to receive something from Septimus that will prove that. A key. And there's been that one thing that's been sitting next to Jess throughout this entire game so far. And we finally get to open it. And Septimus is always there for us, just as he has been for the entire game as well. So, but yeah, this death is probably the one that's going to hit Alundra the most hardest, and Ronan's words will not help. However, this next thing that he receives will help a little bit. Won't take it all away, but it will help a little bit. Jess's diary. And we get to read the very last entry, which is appropriately going to Alundra, a little note to him. And he knows he was going out to die, in all likelihood. He went out to see Ronan because of our suspicions of him. He believed us completely, but he was worried for us because Ronan is quite dangerous, and you can sense the little problem he had writing this letter. He's terrified. He doesn't want to die. Who does? But he feels it's his duty to Alundra to help out and to make it safe. Yeah, he considers Alundra his own son, which has been pointed out to by multiple characters in this game, that he feels Alundra is just as good as his own son. So he just gets up and does it. And he gives a little backstory about it. So, in his own failings, he was a broken man after his wife and son died. But Alundra has fixed him. And he's now got the courage to go ahead and do the things that he has not been able to do in such a long time. and has had a reason for living. So he's enjoyed his time with Alundra. And we get some broken armour. We can't do anything with this right now, but we do happen to know someone who can help with that. And we go through a bit of the previous events with Jess. Just pointing out all the things he has helped us with. He saved us. What more than that? Just that in itself is a great thing that he did. But he didn't do just that. He took us in, he let us have a place to rest. All those little bits. Just making sure we're okay. There's the diary that he gave us as well. That we can save our game. That we make it's safe for us to actually die, and we can always come back to that point. That's the first instance of the save point, and he gave it to us. Another way that he's just protecting us. Another way he's been protecting us throughout the game. Weapons. He's been making pretty much everything that we've made use of anything as any substantial note. The bomb, the flail, the bow, all have been useful. And he's given us a bit of backstory on the area as well, just explaining how bad it's been for them. That they lost their creativity. They've lost the passion to create, but he gets it back through Alundra and through Alundra's actions. Sure, it's partly from the deaths of the people, but it's all a matter of Alundra being here as well. Because he believes he has to get the passion back as well to help Alundra through the people that Alundra has tried to help, as well as through himself. I would be surprised if the armour is something he created in the past and he's just passing it on, that Alundra might be able to make use of it. Again, he's protecting us through his own work. And again, another example of him trying to protect us. Right here. He goes to the mine and see if it's safe, and then maybe we go inside. He's looking out for us. Unfortunately, we've sort of lost that now. Yeah, he was one of the people that greeted us when we came out of the cave as well, out of the mine. worried about us, but seeing us safe helped him. So, yeah, and the most horrific day in Alundra's life is finally at an end. He has lost probably the closest person to him in this village. And all too soon. The next day is here. And we have to go on. So, let's go on. We now have the broken armour. We need to go and get that fixed. And Gustav comes and sees us. And this is what we do next. Gustav is a drunkard, and now we have to go and help him out through a lane. However, first I am going to go and get this armour fixed before I go there. So where do I go for that? Well, someone did say that they would come and they would do some work for free for us, didn't they? So that's where we're heading off to. I do believe it's this one. Yep, here we are. Lovely. And here we talk to Lurvy and we complete Jess's protection of us for this game. So, yes please. And because we had that secret before, that he did his work through garbage, this is completely free. Otherwise we would normally have to pay 2,000. Of course I have that money, but having it for free isn't bad either. And after a lot of noise, he likes his own work. The ancient armour. Our third set of armour in the game. Ancient armour. Heavy vest made of copper. We are now even more protected against damage. Very little things that we've faced before will hurt us now. They will still hit for 1 because that's the minimum, but we are protected a heck of a lot better because of Jess. So let's head back, and I believe next time we'll go and see what Gustav wants to help us to help with. It's going to be about a lane, but as he said, right. So Cephas had disappeared for a bit, and because he was busy, and Jess had come here alone without backup. Artisan of Souls. Oi, will he be missed. A very appropriate thing for him, because people he took their souls and made them into items that are very useful to us. Anyways, until next time, have a wonderful day, have lots of fun, and we'll see what Gustav wants. Goodbye.